Hello everybody, this is Adrienne from Adrienne Berry Designs, and I have decided to start doing some additional videos for my YouTube showing my process for art journaling. I am over on TikTok and I get a lot of questions about the materials that I use, the type of glues that I use, the type of journal that I use, my style. And I don't really have a style. I just kind of go with the flow. So I'm going to show you this evening how I come up with my ideas on how I journal. So I am working in this journal, and this is Royal Talons. I'm not sure the size of it. I mean, I guess we can measure. So it's like 12, I think it's 9 by 12. And I got this from Dick Blick, but you can also get it from Amazon. So basically, I mean, I can just kind of thumb through a little bit here. I do a variety of collage and mixed media. Like sometimes I will just color, use the markers, do the collage. You know, I'll put a quote in there. Sometimes I'll just write. Sometimes it's just a lot of collage, just all paper, and I don't do any pens or markers or anything. This one, like I wrote in the back, and then this like flips open. These are just a bunch of black and white pages because I am scanning them so that I will have more papers for myself to use, because I like to have a lot of, oh, I missed a page, black and white background. As you can see here, I like to use black and white in my background and then go on top of it. So I'm starting to run out of my black and white paper stash. So I decided to start just making a bunch of collage pages, and I'm gonna scan these and then maybe fiddle with them in Photoshop or something, and then I'll have my own papers to use. Sometimes I just glue stuff down, but everything has a meaning to me. And a lot of how I journal is how I'm feeling at the moment. I have been doing a lot of summer themed things because of course it's summertime and I am itching to go to the beach so bad. So here we go, some more summer. I am messy. I'm not neat. I like it like this. I like it all messy and wrinkly, and I like that. This is what I did yesterday, and these images, practically everything in here is from Collage Soup. This is the Eclectica translucent paper that I did here, and then I cut up some flowers from another page they had. I think I'm finding, I put this down with gel medium. I think that's probably not the best way to do it. But anyway, the bulk of what I do in here, I get my images from Collage Soup. Some of them I get from magazines that I have, because I have like tons of stashes over here, different bins. But I think I discovered Collage Soup sometime at the beginning of this year, and I'm just like addicted to it. Their books and their ebooks. This whole container here is all Collage Soup. It's books and ebook printouts and freebie downloads that they do. And I mean, I keep all my scraps too, because like you never know when you're gonna use them. So kind of my process is, like I said, it's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. And I usually do not journal like this at the end of the day when I'm doing this video, but it's been a rough day and a frustrated day. I mean, I think most of my pages kind of seem happy and cheerful, bright colors, but I'm a little aggravated today. So I'm probably gonna write a lot. I'm gonna journal some stuff out, my frustrations of what I'm going through right now. And so I will find something that kind of represents how I'm feeling. And I still, like, I even have books in here. It's all collage soup pretty much. I don't think there's anything in here that is not collage soup. Well, this is from a magazine. So I do kind of have a focal point. As you've seen, I like doing people. I like the women images because I always feel like it's kind of like a reflection of me. So I always try to find something that kind of represents me, the facial expression. You know, if I'm happy, I'll find a happy person. If I'm just kind of chill like that, I'll probably use that. But I'm aggravated today. You know what, actually, this is how I feel like when people talk to me. Specifically, we are working on building a garage out at our property, and we've been having to deal with a lot of contractors, a lot of people, and I'm kind of fed up with it, to be quite honest. Let's see, here's this image, but see, I'm just looking at this and I want this for like my background. That's how I work. I see it and I grab it. And I've just gotten to the point where I feel like these men, I don't hate men and I'm not going to bash men, but they are the bulk of the people that we're working with, contractors and whatnot. And sometimes I just feel like they talk down to me. They talk to me like I'm maybe stupid. And it has been a trial for me, to say the least. You know, I've worked with men before, so I have no problem with that, but it's a different breed of people with contractors. If you've ever worked on your house with anything, you might know what I'm talking about. So like, this is just how I feel. My face probably looks like that when they're talking to me, and then I just like, I zone out when I feel like they're not listening to me. I kind of shut down, and that's what I feel like my face looks like. It probably does. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut her out. Actually, there's like so many images like this, like where the woman is just kind of like, I am tired of you. Now this will be weird, I just realized, because she's actually black and white. And I usually do black and white on my background. Well, guess what? We're just gonna learn something here all together, aren't we? So it looks like she has a little bun. I'll try to keep that. I love cutting out the images. I think people call it fussy cutting. I didn't know that was a thing. You know, I've been making art my whole life. I've been doing art journaling probably since 2008. But I learned these new terms and things from like TikTok or Instagram. I didn't know this type of cutting had a name to it. Apparently it's fussy cutting. But I like it. It's like meditative to me. Oh, see. And see, these are double-sided. Some people like to make copies so they can have both sides. It doesn't matter to me because that isn't really my jam. But then like around there, her face, like I like that right there. Like that would be, I would use that in like my background. And then I got the idea, because I have some new collage soup books that have just been sitting here. This is Vintage Compendium, and I was fingering through this right before, and there was a lot of men in here, and I thought I'm gonna use the men around the girl. Because I feel like they're taunting me. Like this is how I feel like they treat me. Like, you are a stupid woman. You don't know what you want on this project. Yeah, I know it sounds like I'm being really negative right now, but it's just, it's the mood I'm in. It's how I go. Just a little bit of frustration. Let's see. Look at these. I love the black and white. I love the black and white. Let us see. So much goodness, so much goodness. I love these old houses. I love these. We live in an old house. We bought a 1909 farmhouse 2.5 years ago. So, and we've been working on fixing it up, and I love old houses. Like that face right there, that smirk. Like, I know better than you. Sometimes I forget to look on the other side. I'm bad about that. But there's so many of these black and white flowers in here that I'm okay. Cutting it up. Where are they? I saw some really good ones earlier. My best friend loves pigs. That's cute. Oh, that's interesting. Let us see, let us see. Was it in this one? Am I in the wrong book? You know, I'm gonna take one of those. Because it's like, I'm just gonna tell you how I think. Like, I see the muscles, and like, that's how I feel some of these contractors. It's like, let me flex my muscles and tell you how much I know. Maybe I'll take, I'm thinking this old man, because that makes me think, like, I see an older person, that makes me think like age, wisdom, like I'm smarter than you. And this is perfect, because this is like, sometimes I feel like they're like laughing at me. I think I'm gonna, I have read that you can use like your heat gun or hair dryer on the spine to like loosen it up and get the pages out. I don't always do that. I just kind of rip and go. This is good. This is indicative, like, this looks like some of the workers who've been out here. But see, then I would use this black and white background. I love it. So this will go on my black and white stash. What do we have? We've got 5 guys. I think that might be enough. Okay, so that's it for this. And then, oh my goodness. So this is my black and white stash. And this is just tissue papers, all kinds of little, these are like from the inside of envelopes. I've got doily papers, pages from books. This is like my favorite tissue paper from that store, Brighton. It's like a jewelry store or something, and they always give you this tissue paper. It's my favorite. I use this like in pretty much every collage. And sewing patterns, I love the lines. And sometimes just the plain tissue paper, because this will give you texture. And I like the texture. Got some wallpaper in here. I think I got that from House of Books. And then like I have my own papers. Like this is, I think this is Japanese rice paper. And then I have stamps, and I'll just stamp. I'll make my own papers. Just little book images. These, like the words. So, yes. And then, you know what? I'll probably, oh, well, they got faces there. I might keep that. So now I'm thinking, this would be odd because, you know what? I was just thinking it's not going to have any color because she's black and white, and then these are black and white vintagey. But you know, this is how my mind goes. So I'm thinking, oh, it's not going to have any color, but that's good because I feel just very bleh, gray, black and white. So that's just how this will go. There might not be any color here. So let's see here. I got my background papers. Cut my men out. Yeah, so back to kind of, I'll just chat with you while I'm cutting. I'll try to cut fast. You know, I worked as a project manager for 20 years for a trade show display company. We built trade shows. We built displays for trade shows. And I worked with a lot of guys. Some of them, you know, they're the smartest guy in the room. You can't tell them anything. But I have a lot of experience with, you know, building things and how things are built. And, you know, you have to do it for the trade show industry. So you have to meet like show restrictions and different things like that. But I know how to manage a job. I actually had to do the whole scope of the job. You know, I'd have to be like customer service, you know, and help the customer with the job. And then I'd have to make their order. And then I would have to make drawings, make the plans to build the booth. I'd be out there on the production floor helping build my booth sometimes to get it shipped out on time. So I know all about timelines, deadlines, coordinating with different departments. And so I just, like, I have experience. And then I guess, I mean, I don't have experience with contractors and builders and things like that, but it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like some of these people just treat you like, oh, you're just a little silly little girl who doesn't know anything. And I know I'm rambling right now, but this project has just not gone the way that I thought that it should, dealing with the builders and the excavators and permit people. And, you know, these people work on their own timeline, not your timeline. They don't care about your timeline. I feel that customer service is lacking, and that's kind of everywhere. I went to get lunch for me and my husband today at a sub shop, and the girl, it was just a nightmare. And I was already frustrated because I had somebody out at the house quoting something. And it took everything within me not to snap off on her, because I think she was new. So I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But I kind of, the guy who was out here quoting something, I left it with my husband because I just had to walk away. I was so frustrated. And we have chickens out at our property. And it's like the minute people see the chickens, they want to start talking about the chickens. And then they want to start talking about our land and our property and asking us all these questions. And I just, usually I entertain them, I'm fine. But I just wasn't in the mood for it today because the guy that came out to quote, he's quoting a retaining wall for us around our garage. And he was supposed to come out last Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Didn't show up, and I'm calling him at like 3:30 because he said he was going to show up in the afternoon. I'm like, hey, are you coming? Oh, I forgot. We're still on this job. And I'm like, well, that's great. Like, were you even going to call and tell us? I mean, I'm sitting here arranging my whole day for you. And then, see, look, see all these little backgrounds? This is perfect. So, you know, oh, I can come out next week. Okay, fine, come out next week. Well, today he was supposed to come, he said mid-morning before 11. I get a call, oh, car broke down, vehicle broke down, you know, which that kind of stuff I get. I'm gonna be late, well, and then it was like another hour later. And so again, this is another day that I've arranged my whole day waiting for you. So I just had like had it. And at this point, I didn't even want to hear what the guy had to say. I didn't want him to price it out. And then he wanted to talk about the chickens. And I'm like, I gotta go. I told my husband, I'm like, I gotta go. I'm not in the mood today. So, and usually I'm pretty patient and tolerant with this stuff. But I think I'm ready for this project to be over. So this is me today. This is how I feel. So, and have all these men just, but this is just today. I like men. I'm not men bashing. It's just been a rough day. So, I've been doing the whole spreads. Sometimes I just do the one page. But I don't know. Maybe I should cut these guys out. So you've gotten a whole load about me, not just art journaling, but all the mess that I'm dealing with right now. So you probably weren't prepared for that, and I'm sorry. But this is how my mind goes when I'm like working on this stuff. And that's all the emotion and junk that I have to get out. And that's why I art journal, you know, this is my refuge. This is my safe space to say whatever I want. You know, I can be happy here. I can be mad. I can be sad. I can be angry. Today I'm a little angry, you know. And if you look, this is a big contrast here. I mean, like I showed you, so much color and happy, you know. Well, that was another bad day right there. But this will be very different today. So we're going on an adventure together, actually. And you know, give me your feedback. I've never done a video like this. Let me know. Hey, you babbled too much. Hey, you shouldn't talk. Hey, because I welcome the feedback. I've never done this type of video before, and I want to do more, and maybe I won't talk. I don't know. But I think I like learning from other people, and I actually got a message from somebody on TikTok yesterday who was kind of like opening up to me about their struggles and some personal things and how they found my page, and it really inspired them to create. So that's another reason why I've thought of, you know, doing this. So, because I like connecting with other artists on social media. I don't have a lot of artist friends in my social circle. So, I don't know if I should do my normal background thing, because this will be so much black and white if I did that. I'm torn now. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we put all the men over here and leave her here? You know? Do we just do... You know what? Okay, so that just came to me. So I think we're going to collage over here, because I just had this idea of having all this chaos behind the men, because like that's how they make me feel. It's chaos right now out here at the property. So I am using Golden Gel Medium. This is High Solid Gel Gloss. I use pretty much any type of gel medium, but this one dries pretty fast. So I've really been liking this one lately. So yeah, I just glob it on here and I just start going. This is where there's no rhyme or reason. I just go for it. I don't care. I should probably do this, because I get messy and I end up gluing on the other pages. So I should probably do that. I know when I'm going to be super messy, I need something back there. So here, I'm just gluing. I don't really care about, and some people use like credit cards or whatever to smooth down, but when I glop it on there, I should be okay. That's the thing, like with gel medium, just, I put a really thick, because you don't want those bubbles and stuff. And I'll just go right off the page, because then I'll like trim it all off. And I go right over too. I don't care. Huh. Yeah. Just put on a good thick. And overlap. And this is how I spread it out. See, I can get all the bubbles out like this. Just like that. Ooh, if I'm running out, I'm gonna need more gel medium. I have a jar over there, a new brand I got. I haven't used it yet, because I don't like to open up until I've like used up what I've already had. And I just go right over the edges, and I'll just cut all around it when I'm done. I try not to waste anything. If I tear up pages, just use it right there. And I get this all over my hands. That's the downside of gel medium, I feel like, is, see, I get it on my hands and then it's a pain to get off. Like I have to scrub my hands like that movie. I always think of Silkwood. I don't know, does anybody remember that movie from the 80s? Silkwood, with Meryl Streep and who was Cher? I think that was her first movie. And when, you know, she gets contaminated or whatever, and they take her in that shower and scrub her body down, like that's how I feel. I've got to clean my hands after. I mean, my hands are, I do so much damage with my hands. That's why, like, my fingernails are never polished. I was thinking about polishing my nails for this video, because I thought, oh, it's going to be my first video. I should have nice, pretty nails. I did cut them, and I just put a clear coat on them, and then lo and behold, one of them snagged and ripped off today, so that was fun. And I was like, see, it's a good thing you didn't polish them. Good thing you didn't. I was out in the yard with my husband, and I thought to myself, good thing you didn't polish those nails, because look. These I love. inside of envelopes. Like when you get a bill in the mail and they give you the envelope to like mail the bill in, those, I save those. And then sometimes the envelope that you got it in is like that too. So I just gloop it on all over. And like I said, this one dries fast. So you kind of got to be quick with getting it down. And the good thing is, like with this one anyway, when you go over, you do get that glossy finish with this gel medium. But then, like I said, I'm smoothing it down to make sure I get bubbles out. But you can already see my pages like starting to wrinkle up and stuff. A little roach. I feel like these guys are little boogers, so that's fitting. This was from the back of a page. So I have no rhyme or reason for this. I'm just building a background. It's my favorite way to build backgrounds. With the black and white papers. And I just go fast because I don't want to think about it. I feel like if you think about it too much, then you're just not going to do anything. And I don't do that. I just go. Just do it. Now the thing about tissue papers, I try not to press too hard with the tissue papers because you can rip these. But sometimes ripping it's okay because then you get like some more texture. And I love the texture. Ooh, see, I think I'm gonna put that doily down because at first I thought, oh, that's too girly to put that doily down with all the guys, but you know what? I'm gonna give you some of my girly frilly, stick it to you. How about that? That's how I think. I see something, I'm like, oh yeah, that'll fit there because it's so opposite of your testosterone laden behavior towards me. So you're gonna get a doily in your face. Ha 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 ha. I'm not evil towards men. I just want to keep saying that. So then sometimes I will use my heat gun to dry this just a little bit. And see, look, see, you can see bubbles. See the bubbles. That means I did not get enough gel medium under there, which you saw me glopping it on. You would think I would have had enough, but sometimes you miss. You miss a bubble. But you can use like a credit card or something and like flatten it out. But sometimes when I do that, I end up ripping the papers. So I don't always use the credit card method. So now I don't know where my paper is. Okay, we're gonna give this a quick dry and then come back. Okay. It's not completely dry, but that's okay because I just keep going. It's very sticky. I can feel it. Very, very sticky. Okay. I just wanted that cut because I wanted to put this one guy here, right? He was the one. He looks like a Joe. Okay. We'll put Mr. Wisdom here right in the middle. He looks like a smarty pants. Okie we'll put him up there. No, maybe put this guy up here. Yeah, I just go in with the fingers. I just don't even bother. Fit him in there. Maybe put him, oh yeah, he kind of fits right there the way it's angled. That's good. Like right there. Icky. We'll put this guy down here. And sometimes the way that I work, like the way I'm brushing, it's like aggressive. That's also it's how I'm feeling. I kind of let it out on everything. Yeah, we'll stick him there. I like how that fits right there. Boo-boo-boo. Right in the middle of these two guys. Is this the bottom of my page? Okay, and I'm just gonna get the excess off with my finger. Okay. Ugh, the glue. So now with her, I think I'm going to glue her down, and then I'm gonna write on the rest of this. I'm about to lose all my light in my studio. I decided not to turn my overhead light on because it was giving me a bit of a shadow. And I thought, oh, there's enough light, but now I think I'm losing it. I like natural light. I wanted to record this video earlier, but like I said, that guy showed up late. It messed up my whole day. I had a plan today to do this video and 2 more of my Who I Am in Christ videos that are all over my channel. But again, plan just didn't go that way. Okay. I think she's about there. Collage Soup, I just love their images. I just love them. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. See if I can go under there a little bit. I think she's good. I'm so bad with my brushes. I just leave them in this jar of water. I know I shouldn't do that. So then I'm thinking maybe I'll do the color I bring in maybe will be the writing. I don't know. What should I do? This is where sometimes I'll get stuck. Got writing on my pages. I see I've got glue down here. That might mess with my writing. ran my nail through that. Should we use red pen to express our frustration today? Red. Oh my goodness, I've got glue all down there. I'm not sure. I'm cleaning the desk as I think. This is when I can't think of what to do, I start cleaning and organizing everything. Let's get the rest of this off of here. Ooh, sticking. I am a lefty and sometimes it is challenging. Even if you buy left-handed scissors, sometimes I still like struggle with things. Is anybody else left-handed? Do you know the struggle? Remember in elementary school, the lefties had green scissors and all the righties had red scissors. I was a green. See, it's like this, I can't, this is where I struggle. See, I don't want to cut the page, but I want to get this off of here. These are my favorite scissors in the world. Cutter Bee, I think that's the name of those. I've gone through so many of those. Okay, my light is really fading, so I've got to make up my mind what we're doing here. I think I'm gonna do a red Sharpie, or no, red paint pen. Because that's just the mood today. I promise the next time it won't be like this. This is not how I planned for my first video to be a source of anger and frustration. Okay, so I am gonna journal it out and I will probably, oh look, there's more. Speed it up through this part as I write. Okay. Then I need a black Sharpie today. Oh no, this isn't gonna work. Oh my gosh, I'm really losing my light here. This is not good. This is not working. None of them are working. Where's black, black, black. Always try to date too. Okay, so I think I'm done. This is very different than what I've usually done. Yeah. Maybe I should turn on my light now, you think? Well, I'm so sorry I did my video in the dark, but I really wanted to get it done, and I really didn't want to think about it. I didn't. So in the essence of being real, and this being my first YouTube video, as I was editing this, I saw that my video cut off. I was out of storage. So this is actually the next day, and I'm doing a quick little video to put here at the end. Yeah, I mean, isn't that just like it, how it is? I do my first YouTube video and I run out of storage. But you know what? I'm not like other YouTube channels. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. This is who I am. Mess ups and hiccups and all. So this is the finished journal page. I did a little bit of trim around here just to bring the red over to here. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, my first video of art journaling. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I talk too much, if I need to make it shorter. I welcome the feedback. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.